class. Hello, Pablo, my old friend from school. It's nice to see you. How are you?
Hey, Marcia, I am fine. Now I am at home finishing work, and you?
Very good, thank you. I wanted to ask you at which university did you study?
Um, I was studying Salesian Polytechnic University. Uh, I graduated as telecommunication engineer. While I was in university studying all day, and did you used to spend a lot of time in the university?
Yes, Pablo. I used to spend a lot of time at university because I studied medicine and my schedules were very difficult. While taking my lunch break, I read a lot of medicine books. Can you tell me about your university experience in terms of your sleeping or and eating schedules?
I remember the first years of the university. The truth is that I slept very little. Sometimes I sleep at 2 a.m. and wake up at 5 a.m. And because of I had to study for an exam, I have breakfast very late. After being quiet from the moment you study medicine, could you sleep early?
Yes, in my case, my schedule was complicated. I had classes all day. I woke up at 50 a.m. because my first class began at 7 a.m. and my last class ended at 9 p.m. As soon as I woke up, I raced off to university. Another situation was the breakfast. I always ate very early because I travel about 2 hours from my house to university. In your university years, did you have time to exercise?
Uh, as I told you, in the first years of my career, I had to dedicate myself to studying because I want to have good grades. After finishing the projects and exams, I dedicate myself to training to stay in good health. And from the moment I started working, it has been difficult for me to train due to my schedule. Did you train or play sports when you were in the university?
Oh, I didn't use to exercise because I did my hospital internship at night, and the next day I took my classes. So I didn't have much time left. But in the last years, I picked up to do exercise with my friends at least 3 times a week. I used to play soccer or I went to gym. Do you practice some exercise now?
Yeah, actually, as soon as I finish my weekly work in the office, I ride my bike in a city park or a sunrise and go until I reach the end. Um, Maybe jogging in the park with my dogs. Um, I finished the study. I start working. I haven't had much rest. When did you start working, Roxy? Tell me.
Okay, I started working when I was 55 years old as a rural doctor at Nanegalito Basic Hospital. It was a very important experience in my life. I have been a night person from the moment I worked at hospital. As soon as I finished my rural work, I race off to find another job. At this moment, I work in the Ministry of Public Health as an occupational doctor. Ever since I started this job, I am a morning person. And you, where did you start working?
I have been working since I was 25 years old. About a month after finishing university, I got a call from Huawei. It was an interview of knowledge of the networking and eh, some some things technique and English conversation. And I was worried about not doing well. As soon as I was accepted, I celebrated with my family. Ever since then I prepared myself day by day to do a good job. Have you ever felt stressed at work?
Oh, yes. In some situations, when the work is hard because I have had several patients at the same time. Even if I'm extremely stressed out, I never lose the control. Did you have a bad experience at work?
At the beginning, when I started to work, there was a one day that I was sound asleep, that I arrived late to the office, and they almost fired me. And have you ever been late because you overslept?
Oh, yes. Several years ago, I was late for work because I overslept. While working at hospital, I often work at another clinics, and I was burned out because I slept a little. Have you ever overslept at work?
There are times when you need to sleep, but once I fell asleep at work, luckily, no one saw me when I get sleepy. Somewhere in general, it is good to drink and walk around, and even and wash your face. Have you had shifts where you have to be wide awake?
Oh, yes. I remember one shift when I was wide awake for about 48 hours because there were several traffic accidents and many patients that transferred to a big hospital. It was very difficult.
Uh,
Okay, Pablo, that's all. Thank you very much for your
see you
answers.
later, Roxy. Bye. Take care.
Bye.